Jules here from Joolsedesigns at JT Creations. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make an explosion box. The prototype that I actually made I don't have with me, but there's a photograph coming up on the screen now. Okay, I'm just clearing all the glitter away. So that explosion box was made from 3 pieces of A4 card or letter size card. So yeah, you can make it out of a 12x12, but not everybody has 12x12 papers. So what I normally do is I do it 9 inches, a 9-inch square. So I measure 9 and then 3 9s down here, which is 27. I'll do it on this side. .27 cms, which is in inches. It's 10.1 inches by 3.5. So once we've got that one, and then we've got that one. Now this one I cut a mil or a 16th I think, or an 8th, narrower than that. So that's the outer part of our box. Then our next piece of paper, we want the smaller version, and this is 8. Or 3.1 by 9.5. So we want 2 of them. So one we would cut at 3.1, the other one just under, between the 3.1 and the 3. And that's our next bit. So that's 8, 8 and 8. Well, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. And then the last piece of card is 7 centimeters, which we can take across that way. Which is 2.7. And so we cut them 2 strips out. Then what we've got left is, because our widest one is 3.5, like the box is going to be 3.5 by 3.5 inches, or 9 centimeters by 9 centimeters. Our lid needs to be just a little bit bigger than 3.5 by 3.5. So what I did was, I'll do it in the centimeters first. So we've got our 9 centimeters here, and then I wanted 3 centimeters this side, 3 centimeters this side. So that makes 15 centimeters. So I cut a square 15 centimeters. So with the so with this, you've got 3. You've got a 3.5 by a 3.5, and then you want 1.25 inches by 1.25 inches, or an inch, so 3.5 4.5, 5.5, add a little bit so that you've got 6 inches. And then what you do is you cut down I use this. This is an old X-cut trimmer, but it's got an embosser on, so this is what I go by. So then I would take it up to the 3 or the 1 1/4, whichever, and then I mark it down like that, and like that, and like that. Then I do the corners. So what I need to do with these is I need to divide them into 3. So we've got 9, take that 9, that line to that 9. Oh, be careful, this is quite thick card. Okay, again on your scoring board or your ruler, so it's 9, take that line to the 9, and there we are, and there we have it. Take that one and just deepen that a little bit. And the smaller one, the one that you've cut a mil or a 1/8 in, goes on the inside like that. So the next size is what I did as the 8s, 8 centimeters, or just 3.2. Right. That's the smaller, the narrower one of the 2, and then this one's the 7, or the 2 3/4. So we've got our outer ones, which are square, 3 squares, and then trimmed and then scored so that it bends and creases in an equal amount, and that's where you get your. So what we want to do is we want to put this on here, and I might need to stop and fill this because it's just about at the end. Line it up, make sure you've got the narrower one in, obviously. And then we'll put that to one side to dry. Then we'll get the next one. And we'll line the base square up. Because basically that's what it is that it's the base. You can do it that way, just find your own way, whichever's easiest for you. Put that on there. just match your base up, get it all in line. Yep. So we've got our boxes. Ready there. So we're just going to leave that for now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bend this. So what I did was I creased it down there 3 centimeters in at each side. Then the 2 squares I just scored a line from corner to corner, and the reason I did that is because I don't like cutting the cardboard and having flaps. I like to fold it. So I'm folding the okay, and then all I do is I just put my finger in there like that and do that, and the same, and then just as I bend it down, and as I bend it down there, and then that way you've got that. So then what I do is I make sure that when I do it that they all go on the same side. So if I would have them there and them there, or both of them there, whichever. So we're going to have them here. That one there. And that one there. And you just need to hold them until they get caught, until the glue sets, and there you've got your box lid. Now what I have done was I cut some die cuts. I've got poinsettia. Obviously I'm making a Christmas so I've got that to go there, and I will sort of like fold it and twirl it and things. So what I now want is I want a liner to go in there. Now what I did was I already cut some out. So all I do is I just cut them out just 1/4 inch shorter. So where that was 3.5 centimeters, it's 3¼ centimeters square. And that's all I do. So what I am going to do before I put them in is I'm going to put these in. And when you're putting this in, obviously it's smaller, so you just need to, I go by eye and get it in the middle. So just make sure I've got the same sort of like width round all of. And again, this one is the top one, so that's the top one, so I'm going to do that again. And what I will do is I'll work out a template and I'll put it on my Ko-fi site. I'll do that today. So it'll be ready for when this video is airs. So you'll be able to go onto my Ko-fi site and download the video. And then all we do is we just do that. And we've got our box there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the, just make sure that they're stuck. And we're going to put the larger ones down. And I'm just doing this box cream and gold. And you can do it any, the one that I did was green and red, so it was the Christmas colours. But these make nice boxes for Mother's Day, birthdays. I've done them for weddings with the wedding photographs of the wedding party in. New babies. Done them for all sorts, you know, the nice little gifts. Okay, so just and these are just die cuts from Christmas. They may be tonic studio dies. I don't know. I've had them a long time. They could be Do Crafts dies. And we'll put a star on that one. And this is like a pearlized cream light card, and it's got like a gold sheen effect to it. Okay. And we'll have another bell. And we'll put that one that way. And the star. star. Okay. Okay. So there we've got that one. Just so we should have another one of these, yes. Just let me poke the so this has got holly on it. And this is like a little wreath. So we'll leave that one there, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off here. Oh. So that's, obviously that's not stuck, because the cardboard is quite, the card is quite strong. Although it's stuck the cardboard inside, this has got a shiny surface. So we're going to have to leave this a little bit longer, I think. Sometimes that happens. It depends on the material that you're using. So okay, so the two leaves, and what I did was they're spellbinders, so while the card was still in, I just went over with a gold ink. So that's why it's got the veins. So I sometimes use them as stencils. And I'm just bending. It doesn't matter, there's no and what I'll do is I'll use that and Now if I wanted a bigger poinsettia, I could have just done 5 of these leaves and put them out, but is not going to. I'm quite happy with what it is. So, and then stick that down there, because this is going on top of the box. And I'm just and then we just turn it round so that they're and there we are. And I think we'll turn these ones maybe in. And then we'll turn these ones back. And it's just whatever you want. And then we can put some gold gold dots. Oh, just throwing my pencil sharpener away. So what I'm using is I'm using the gold liquid pearls, and I'm just doing some little dots. Normally poinsettias are red with yellow dots, but I wanted this one, and obviously that will go on there. And see this, the slither that I cut off, what I'm looking for is my little, it'll have to be this one. So usually what I do is I make a coil just out of bits of card, it doesn't matter. You don't, if you want to use wire, you can use wire. And when I stick that down, I'll do that with quite a thick glue. And what I'll do is I'll put that in the glue like that. And I'll create another coil. You can create these out of anything. And then just pull them a bit. You would put that there. And it doesn't matter if it gets twisted or knotted or anything. It's just a bit of card. And just pull that off. And then put that in there. and then I would put some gems on that, but I'm going to wait till it dries. So I'm just going to pause and I will come back when it's all dried. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Hi. Right, so as I was telling you before about the depending on the paper, I've just took that out the printer, and it's not very, the ink's dried quite quick on it, but there's been enough of a residue of the ink left for me to get a little bit of embossing powder on it. And there we are. So that's got a little bit of copper on it, so I can now cut. That's probably a bit, no it's not. Cut a square and that will go in there. So I'll see you in a bit. Hi, that's me back. Right, so we've got that, it's now stuck. I've put some washi tape, but it's glitter washi tape around the edge. I stuck that down. I put that one in the middle. It just says Merry Christmas, and I think I'm going to put yep, I'm going to put this one on there. So I'm just squishing it in a bit, and I'm using Fabri-Tac, whoops, and just putting a little bit up there, a little bit down there. And we'll push that one under there and that one under there, and we've got the coils in. I've stuck them in as well. So there we are. I'm wanting to decorate the outside more than the inside. The inside I tend to leave for the recipient to put in photographs or whatever, unless I'm specifically asked for that kind of thing. I just usually leave it. You know, if it's a wedding and they want photographs, of the actual wedding, they have to do that themselves. But if they want photographs of the wedding party, then that's fine. And I'm just putting these round here. I've got 4 of them. Oh, that's my husband taking the dog out. She must have been trying to get in. Whoops. She probably was trying to get in. Because I'm talking, she thinks I'm talking to someone. Well, I am, but she thinks I've got somebody in my craft room that I'm talking to. And we'll put that there. And there we have it. So we've got enough room for 4 photographs, 3 small ones, or decorate, you know, decorate away. And then all you do is you just put that one in there like that, and there you have it, one little Christmas gift. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.